And welcome to the Survival Report with Robert Henry. We're going to do a little short film here on some topics that came up on our message board, on our forums at survivalandpreparedness.com. One of the things we talked about a little bit in the training forum was follow-through, the use of follow-through when you're shooting a rifle or pistol. There was some questions came up about it. You know, sometimes with the internet, when you're typing stuff out, you think you got the explanation good, but you know it's some things are easier seen than read. So we're going to do a little shooting demonstration here, and we're going to talk about the importance of follow-through for shooting both at closer range and at farther ranges out. So we'll be right with you, and we'll do that in just a second. Okay, so we were talking about the importance of follow-through on the training forum at survivalandpreparedness.com, and again, some things are better shown than they are written out. We're going to talk about, first off, how an average shooter, or usually new shooter, has kind of a lack of trigger control when they're shooting, especially with semi-autos and things like that. The general thing you normally see is people just jumping right off the trigger after the shot breaks. So I'm going to demonstrate that. Again, we're not saying this is the correct way. This is kind of the incorrect way, but this is what you normally see folks doing. Is they're taking their shot, they're jumping right off the trigger. So keep your eye on my finger, and what I do is I break the shot and everything. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. Again, we're talking about the importance of follow-through, and that was not a good example of follow-through. We're going to give you a bad example. We're going to give you a little bit better example of follow-through. So again, your average new shooter or somebody who hasn't really figured this out yet or been taught this, as soon as they're firing, they're jumping right off the trigger like this. Also usually slapping the trigger there as well too. This is not easy to do after you've trained the correct way for a while. Now, a better way to do this would be, and what I was talking about on the forum, is the click that you'll hear. I'll give you a couple examples, and we'll bring the camera closer so that you can actually hear the audible click you get as the trigger and the hammer and everything resets. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring the camera in a little closer, and we're going to try to see if you can hear the audible click of the trigger resetting. You'll notice on that second example, I did not jump right off the trigger every time. It wasn't bam, bam. It was bam, and I held it back. Okay, so we'll see if we can hear it this go around. Okay, could that be heard? I assume that was heard pretty good. Now, people will say, well, that's great for slow firing. That's great for precision work with a bolt gun or with the sniper rifle. But it's important as well on a semi-auto gun. And a lot of pundits will say, well, you know, you can't shoot really fast that way. Okay, and there was some follow-through with that every shot. If you listen, you heard that click after every shot. Yet you compressed it down. When you're learning some good marksmanship and good shooting skills, what happens is speed comes later. Okay, you have to get your fundamentals down first. The speed will come later. The speed isn't super important. Getting all those shots off really quick isn't as important as getting all those shots on target, at least at first. Now, what will happen later on is you can compress that down. It's like anything else. It's like when you first rode a bicycle. You know, you were scary, and it was, oh my God, how do I keep this thing, keep this thing from falling over? And later you just jumped on it, and you were able to ride real fast and stay leveled the whole time. Okay, so it's like anything else. With practice is where it comes through. So again, we're going to give you one more example of this as well. Mount. Pause. Okay. And also, this will work with a handgun as well. Okay, and with a handgun, the idea, the concept is still the same. You'll have that click. It's not going to be as pronounced, but most modern handguns, you're going to have that. So with a handgun, it's going to be very similar. Okay, come on in. Let's see if we can, or I'll step a little closer and we'll see if we can hear the audible click again. Okay, I'm assuming that click can be heard. Hopefully it can. Again, for the pundits that say, well, you can't shoot fast that way, and oh my God, you know, it's going to slow you down, and you got to be able to get some rounds off quick. Okay, and every time there, we had a click there. Okay, so that's what we were talking about on the forum in regards to follow through. We thank you watching. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out our new online forums at survivalandpreparedness.com. Again, survivalandpreparedness.com. And please visit our sponsors, www.jrhenterprises.com. Again, jrhenterprises.com. Thanks for watching the Survival Report. We're going to try to post this on YouTube to where it's only accessible from the link from the forums. We will be doing more and more videos that way. So it's very important, if you're not on the forums, that you need to get on the forums so you can get those links so you can view some of these videos. Some of the stuff we're going to start showing on video, we don't really want to get out in mass amounts. We'd like to keep it to the folks on the forums. And that's going to be the best way we figured out to be able to do that. So again, make sure you get on the forums at www.survivalandpreparedness.com. For the Survival Report, thanks for watching. And here we have the new PBS-14 third generation Pinnacle autogated unit. These units are brand new with a 5-year warranty. It is the new single battery type operation, the Pinnacle autogated operation. They're available for $29.95 from jrhenterprises.com. Again, $29.95 from jrhenterprises.com. Come complete with a 5-year warranty. Again, third generation PBS-14, brand new autogated Pinnacle technology, $29.95 from jrhenterprises.com.